Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to an alternate view of my place. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm going to lead you through this quick Tabata snack break. The great news about this workout is we're going to stay standing. If you want to use some weights, you're welcome to use some weights. I absolutely would encourage it, especially for the triceps. You're going to want a variety of weights because we're going to go for a weighted jack. You can do a weighted jumping jack, being mindful with a very light weight. These are an exercise I usually enjoy doing with weighted gloves. Let's get to a march. I can't access my weighted gloves right now, though, because I'm dealing with an apartment disaster, which is also why Fred's not here. All right. So take some time. Let's march around your space. Let's make sure that you have everything gathered. I'm going to step over here, make sure everything is streaming properly. And then I'm also going to march behind you and make some water happen. And I recommend that you march yourself to get a glass of water as well and take a sip before we get started. Let's hydrate today. Do you ever find that when things get a little bit stressful, that your hydration and maybe even your nutrition just like really get off base? I know that's the case for me, and I've got to be out of the apartment all day. So, in addition to moving everything, making sure that I have my bag packed with snacks, with clothes, with cables. I'm sure those of you who are also in that hybrid state still know how that feels. A little extra today, though. Let's move back and forth. And if you can jog, I encourage you to jog this out. I'm going to keep marching. I'm going to offer you some real high intensity opportunities, but especially with what's happening at my place right now, I'm definitely not going to jump and upset my downstairs neighbor. Awesome. Find a place in the back. I want you to start marching a little bit faster. Let's work our way into some fast feet. Light on your feet. Get that nice shake into your glutes. While these feet are moving really fast, let's practice inhaling arms all the way up. Exhale, relax your arms down. Let's get two more. Still with those fast feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Last one. Big breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Quiet your feet. Give me a little heel kick forward. I know you can't quite see that's what I'm doing, but I promise it is. Find those heel kicks. Take some deep breaths. March your way over to your weights. We're going to get started with our weighted jack. All right. I think I'm going to start out with some threes for now. So I want you to think about getting full range of motion all the way to the top, all the way down. This first round, let's just go for that nice wide arch. Now, if you're being mindful for yourself or you're also living in an apartment, you need to step side to side instead of jumping side to side. And the more that you're jumping, if you've never done this before, the lighter your weights might need to be. We're still working in a 20-second interval of work, 10-second of rest. Jessica, let's do it. Oh, wrong button. Okay, here we go. In three, two, one, go for it. So finding those weighted jumping jacks, maybe those arms are most likely moving a lot slower. And if you don't have weights, if you're just pushing yourself away from your chair and moving with me, and you can actually jump your jumping jack, that's a great option too. Pay no attention, take a break to my espresso maker in a giant plastic trash bag. All right, we're going to change up the motion of the jack, this time going for an overhead jack. Begin. I know a lot of people find that this motion can be really challenging. Bringing those palms up overhead, keeping your chest up. So I want you to do your best. If you didn't see it coming, we're going to make a combo move next. Take a break. All right. So now we're going to go for that arms all the way up to the side, one arm forward and alternate. Ready? Let's do it. So if you can jump, oops, I forgot to alternate. So I'm going to do doubles. I got a lot on my mind, everyone, as I'm sure you do too. And I'm so proud of you. Woo, we're just showing up. How are your shoulders feeling? I know mine are starting to get a little tired. Take a break. Let's come on back to just that first move, finding just the jack. Ready? Begin. Still getting that full range of motion all the way up, all the way down. Chest is so lifted. Back is so engaged. Belly is pulled in also. Take a break. Remember, you can do this completely without weights, especially if things start to get too tiring. We're finding that front raise next. Here we go. A little front raise with that actual jack or just stepping side to side. Today, this workout is a great reminder. You do what you can do. What can you do with the body that you have, with the space that you have, with the time that you have? Take a break. All right, coming back into that combo. Ready? Begin. Awesome. That felt like a very long combo. 10 seconds. Woo, take a break. All right, we got 2 more rounds to go. 2 more rounds to go. Come on back to that regular jack. Go for it. I would rather you put down your weight and keep going or slow down. Keep that good form, less reps than do something silly like hurt yourself here. Oh, we got 1 more round to go, y'all. Ready for it? Let's do it. We're going to give shoulders a break. Take a break. For round 2, we're going to come into a nice tricep uh, section. Grab yourself a quick little sip of water. And then let's get right into it. We don't have a lot of time today, so let's use it the best we can. Tricep extensions. We're going to start off with a nice hinge tricep extension. So a nice flat back, bend in your knees. You're going to roll your elbows high, and we're just going to extend arms behind you. Let's get 2 rounds in just like that, and then we'll switch it up. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, do it. So that hinge from your hips, belly is pulled tight. Maybe even pause for an extra second with your arms nice and long. The more that you're hinged, the more that you bring those elbows up, the more challenging things are going to be. But it's okay to stay nice and high right here. Wow, take a break and just find your hinge where you can. Same thing 1 more time. Just a hinge, tricep extension, ready, belly's in, and begin. So the only thing moving is from elbows down to the weights, trying to keep my upper arm glued where it is. Keep that extra rounding out of your back. Maybe taking that extra pause at the top. Awesome. Let's do just one weight. Let's get an overhead tricep extension. Bring one arm up overhead. I like to hold onto my chest here. Helps me to stay engaged. Bicep stays by ear. So once again, you've started. And only thing happening is movement as much as possible just from the elbow to the wrist. And just like before, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take an extra breath at the very top. And let's switch. Other arm's going to go next. So extend that arm up overhead. As you're ready, set yourself up. Belly is still nice and tight. Bicep by ear, begin. Fred is at my parents' house in Baltimore, just in case you wondered what happened to the bird. Don't worry, she will be back next week. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go for a straight arm tricep extension. So palms face the back wall, still from that hinge. This time the full arm's going to move. Go for it. Exhale, find your press, palms facing up, and then inhale, things come right back down. There can still be that gentle bend in your arm. I encourage it. Arms shouldn't be locked out right here. Just a longer lever that we're pressing to the back. And stand up and take a break. We're going to do that same thing one more time, that long lever straight arm tricep extension. Hinge and begin. If it was too much with your palms facing up towards the ceiling, you can have your palms in. I don't think you get quite as great of a range of motion, but that might be the range of motion that's quite great for you. Make sure you're not overarching your back. I felt like I was there for a sec. Ooh, stand on up. Let's get those single arms one more time. So inhale, right arm up overhead, hand by your chest. Help you to keep that bicep by your ear, stay in control. Find that press and squeeze. Getting some whistles in today. Since Fred's not here, someone's got to do it. Yay, one more time, other arm. When you're ready, find that overhead press and begin. Remember, so many things are going to impact the way that you're moving and feeling today. What's on your mind? How did you sleep last night? How's your nutrition been? Bring that arm down. Yay! Take a break, shake it out. I think we made it. Grab a quick sip of water. We got one more round that we're going to do together today. And that's it. So if you're just tuning in right now, there's still plenty of time. Let's still continue to use these weights. But for this first round, I'm going to suggest you just put them on your shoulders if you can. If your balance is really off, if you really don't like squats, then maybe don't even use the weights. Got some ideas here. If you really don't feel like you ever get deep in your squat, I want you to bring a chair nearby so that you can actually sit down on your chair and then press yourself all the way up through your heels. And if you don't have a chair nearby, you really don't want to get them, then you can just go for a squat. What I don't want you to do is to just fall down into the chair. So the whole way down, I want you to do your best to slowly come on down. And you can explosively press back up if you want. We're going to change these squats around too, so good to know. All right, we start in 3, 2, here we do. So option to use that chair and then explosively power yourself up, but you're taking your time on the way down here. And once your glutes touch that seat, straight through your heels. Awesome. How did that feel? Did you maybe notice a little more engagement through your quads? Let's do it one more time because I want you to just see how that really feels. Go for it. So that nice slow on the way down, press through your heels to lift. And on the way up, squeezing glutes, little pop of the pelvis even at the top. I like to think that it's summer with the sun coming in. Someone's throwing a beach ball. Ooh, we made it. Awesome. So now we're not going to use the couch anymore unless you really want to. We're going to add in a press. So as you push through your heels, arms press all the way up overhead. Let's do it. So finding that deep squat, fast press up towards the top. You can still come down nice and slow. I hope you started. But we're explosively working our way up. Take a break. We're going to do that same thing one more time in about 8 seconds. So be prepared. Hands by your shoulders, weight in your heels, go for it. Slow on the way down, explosive on the way up. So it's helping get the weights up over your head is that big press through your heels. We got a push press happening. Take a break. Let's change up our squat. So this time, legs are open nice and wide, toes are pointing out towards the side. I'm gonna hold these weights by my chest, lower down, press right back up. So this time on the way down, even though the couch is right behind me again, glutes are not touching on the couch because I'm not sticking glutes back behind me. They're staying right underneath of my shoulders, coming right down, still pushing through heels on the way up. Take a break. Take it out on the break. And then same thing again. Keeping this weight by your chest can help you keep your chest up. Here we go. As opposed to that long lever of your arms, which can encourage rounding through your back. So I'm still working my way down slow. Squeeze, press to the top. Great. Next, I'm going to use just one weight. We're going to come down nice and low. And once we're there, we're going to press our arms forward. Let's do it together. You ready? Legs are still wide. So come on down to that squat. Chest is lifted. Forward press, in, and then push up. So a little bit more time under tension here at the bottom. And if you're like, hey, I could probably do both weights, then we got one more round, and I encourage you to try one in each hand. Let's see what happens. Worst thing that happens is we realize that's not for us today, and you put it down. Weights together is also going to be a little bit more control. Last round, here we go. So coming on down, press forward, stand up. Look at us getting this quick little movement, snack break in. To stay focused, we got a couple more breaths here. Weight is in your heels. We did it. Heel toe those feet back in together. Put your weights down. Shake it out. So proud of you. Let's come on back into that march. Not a jog this time, encouraging everyone to take a march as we're starting to cool down. But let's still, just a couple times, move a little forward and backwards. Focus on those big breaths. Make your exhale a little bit slow. One more time. Now open those feet nice and wide once again. We're just going to take a little side lunge, side to side. And while we're lunging side to side, I want you to give me a little bit of an elbow roll. Leading with that elbow, just taking some nice big stretches. Let's make that arm a little bit bigger. Great work. Last one to each side. Now go ahead, bring both of your hands to your right thigh. Toes are pointing forward, glutes sent towards the back of the room. Big inner thigh stretch, so good, especially after that wide-legged squat that we did. And let's go ahead, shift to the other side. Pressing the outer edge of your foot down into the floor, even though I know you can't see it. I promise it's there. Come back to that first side one more time. Can you release your inside hand to the floor and turn it into a nice spine twist, a deeper stretch on that inner thigh? And then we're going to switch to the other side, either taking that same lunge you did a minute ago or turning it into this gentle spine twist. Great. Bring both hands to your knees, bend both legs. Give me a little cat-cow right here. Let's get two more. And on this one, roll yourself all the way up. Inhale your arms up overhead. Heel toe your feet in towards each other. Stretch up from your waist, and when you're ready, relax your arms down by your side. Interlace them behind your back. Stretch those knuckles down towards the floor. And then from a standing position, let's get one more big stretch into that back. So interlace your fingers, tuck your chin to your chest, push your hands forward. Inhale, arms up one last time. And exhale, gently relax them by your side. Great work. Look at that. We got in 3 Tabata circuits. Something's always better than nothing. I hope you're so proud of yourself. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for bearing with what's happening around my space. And I look forward to seeing you again virtually. I can't remember which day, but I know it's going to be soon. Have a wonderful rest of yours.